Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Children, in the last period, we have completed the chapter Faith in Allah's Messenger and His Book. I have, I'm sure you have gone through the chapter. In this chapter, we have read that we all are the children of Adam alayhis salam, and then we have read that the early children of Adam worshipped Allah alone and associated no partners with Him, and Satan was envy of this happy state of man, so he misled the children of Adam alayhis salam to hellfire along with him. And what was his plan? How did he succeed in his plan? He knew that Allah will forgive everything except worshipping idols. So he took mankind to the way of worshipping idols by making the portraits of their grandparents and forefathers. Then these portraits and paintings took the form of statues and idol, and this is how idol worship began. Then Allah was displeased with them, Allah with the whole mankind, and Allah sent them many natural disasters. Then Allah thought of sending prophets to the mankind, who were prophets were ordinary men who could speak to the human beings in their own language and guide them to the right path. And Allah has sent many prophets to us. The first prophet was Prophet Adam Islam, and the last prophet is Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. After him, no prophet will come, and Allah has sent Quran to him, and it will continue to guide us till the end of this world. This is all that we have read in the previous chapter. Now let us start doing the question answers of this chapter. Open page number 23 of your book and see the questions. The first question is, who are our first parents? Who was Adam alayhis salam? So you know who are our first parents? We all are the children of whom? Yes, we all are the children of Adam alayhis salam and Bibi Hawa. So who was our first parents? Our first parents were Adam alayhis salam and Bibi Hawa. Then the second part of this same question is, who was Adam alayhis salam? So what you will write? Who was Adam alayhis salam? Yes, can anybody tell me who was Adam alayhis salam? Adam alayhis salam was the first man created by Allah and also the first prophet. Okay, now see the second question. What was the religion of the early children of Adam? So, what was their religion? Did the early children of Adam worship idols? No. They were very satisfied and pleased with Allah. So, what was their religion? The early children of Adam salam worshipped Allah alone and associated no partners with Him. Clear? Then see the third question. What kind of a life did they live? So, what kind of life did they live? What you will write the answer? Think of the answer. What type of life they lived? Yes, yes. They lived a very simple life. They farmed lands and grow crops. They were happy with what they had. And the next question is, why did Saturn and his hosts envy the happy state of men? Why was Saturn jealous of mankind? I have told you. Can you tell me why was Saturn jealous of mankind? Can anybody tell me? You know that when Allah made Adam alayhis salam out of wet clay and asked all his angels to prostrate Adam alayhis salam, then what happened? What had happened? Yes, this Saturn, whose name was Iblis, refused to prostrate Adam alayhis salam, and when he refused to prostrate Adam alayhis salam, Did Allah ordered? Allah ordered him to leave heaven, and forever he will not enter the heaven, and he lost all pleasures from Allah. So this was the reason of his jealousy of mankind. So why did Saturn and his host envy the happy state of men? We will write that Saturn and his men envy the happy state of men because they will remain in harmony and never quarrel among themselves and worship Allah alone. Then next question is, how did Saturn plan to avenge himself? And what was his plan to avenge himself? Saturn planned to avenge himself by taking the children of Adam to hell along with him. We know that Saturn has to remain in hell forever. So he thought that when I am going to hell, why not the children of Adam go to hell with me? So this is how he avenged himself. Now the next question is, what according to the Saturn was the surest way to fling man to the hellfire? What was the surest way? So what is the answer? Yes. According to Saturn, the surest way to fling man into hellfire was making man their minds to lead them away from Allah. He resolved to lure man by making them seeking evil as good and sweet. He also mislead man into a grievous error of worshipping idols. So this was his idea that whatever was forbidden by Allah, like the fruit which Adam alayhi salam was forbidden to eat in the gandum, which is called as gehu or gandum, then he convinced Bibi Hawa to eat that, and then Bibi Hawa convinced Adam alayhi salam to eat that, and then Adam alayhi salam and Bibi Hawa were thrown away from heaven. So like this only he convinced all mankind to seek things that were evil and good as very sweet, and he also led man into a grievous error of worshipping idols, for he knew that Allah will forgive everything except associating partners with Allah. This was his plan. Then next question is, how did Saturn mislead man into worshipping idols from making of portraits and drawings of saints? So the answer is, Saturn schemed and led man into making drawings and portraits of saints who had been dead. The idea caught the fancy of people, and as the time passed, these drawings and portraits began to grow in number and gain reputation. People stood before them out of respect, and gradually they began to look upon them as holy monument and source of good luck. Here, this is how the idol worship started. Now the next question is, why does Allah not compel man to return to the right path? Why does Allah do not compel man to return to the right path? Can you tell me why? Yes, Allah do not compel man to return to the right path because it will be contrary to the freedom granted to him to choose for himself. Allah has granted mankind the freedom to choose for themselves. So if Allah will compel, it will be contrary to it. That is why Allah did not compel man to return to the right path. The next question is, what is the functions of the prophet? So you all know what is the functions of the prophets. Prophets are holy men, and why has Allah sent prophets? To guide us. So what are the functions of the prophet? What can you write? You can write the functions of the prophet are to invite all men to truth from which they have been strayed, and to show them the way to heaven and the way to please Allah. Clear? Now the next question, mention some qualities of the prophet. What were the qualities of the prophet? That they were very holy men. All the prophets were very holy men. They were the believer of truth. They never tell a lie and they never deceived anybody and they were innocent and they were free from all types of sin. Their life was the life was, that was pleased to Allah, that was appreciated by Allah, or that was liked by Allah. Then the next question is a Muslim required to believe in all the prophets of Allah? What is the answer? Yes. A Muslim is required to believe in all the prophets of Allah. Then the next question is, how many prophets did Allah send in all? So what is the answer of this? Many times we have discussed this in the class, in the previous classes also you know that Allah has sent prophet in every part of the world, but nobody knows the correct number. How many prophets Allah has sent except Allah Himself. Okay? So how many prophets you like that? Only Allah knows their correct number. Nobody knows that how many prophets Allah has sent. Then mention the names of some famous prophets. These are the names of some prophets which are written in the Quran. What are their names? Like Hazrat Adam alayhi salam, Nuh alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam, Ismail alayhi salam, Hazrat Lut alayhi salam, Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salam, Hazrat Zakaria alayhi salam, Hazrat Musa alayhi salam, Hazrat Daud alayhi salam, Hazrat Harun alayhi salam, then Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam, Hazrat Yunus alayhi salam, Hazrat Shoaib alayhi salam, Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, and Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. These are the prophets, some of the prophets whose name are mentioned in the Quran. But Allah has sent many prophets on this earth, and only Allah knows their name and number. Then the next prophet is, will there be a prophet after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Why? Will Allah will send a prophet after Muhammad sallallahu? No. Allah will there will be no prophet after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why? Because he was the final messenger to mankind and final Allah's mercy to all creatures. And the day when no of his ummati will be on this earth, then the world will be finished. What happened to the holy books that arrived before the Quran? So, what happened to these books which arrived before the Quran? How many books Allah have sent in all? Do you know their name? Yes, Allah has sent many books. Like Hazra has sent Zabur to Hazrat Daud alayhi salam, and Injil to Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, and Torah to Prophet Musa alayhi salam, and Quran to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And beside this, Allah have sent several suhuf also to Hazrat Musa alayhi salam and Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. And what happened to these books which arrived before the Quran? Do you know what happened to these books? Yes, these books were changed and manipulated by the followers. Okay. Then the next question is, does the Quran contain any errors? So, what will be the answer? No. The Quran do not contain any errors. It has perfected all the former revelations and all the former books that were sent before the Quran, and it will be a guiding manual till the day of judgment, till the end of this world. It will continue to guide us. It is the last and the final message of Allah. And after that, what will happen? The world will end. Then the next question is, give reasons for the following. First is, Allah sent down punishment upon them in the form of natural disasters. So what is the answer? Why did Allah send the punishments upon the mankind? Because Allah was very much displeased with the mankind. The mankind has started worshipping idols. That is why Allah was very much displeased with mankind, and as a punishment, Allah sent down natural disasters to them. So you will write that Allah sent down punishments upon them in the form of natural disasters because He was displeased with them for having disobeyed Him. Okay. Then second you have to give reason of instead of destroying the whole mankind for its great disobedience, Allah chose to raise up His prophets among men to guide them. Why? Why did Allah did not destroy the whole world but send His prophet? You will tell me the answer. Just think of it. Allah did not destroy the whole mankind because Allah is compassionate and merciful. You see, na, Allah is Rahman also and Rahim also. He is very much compassionate and merciful. So instead of wiping out the whole mankind for its disobedience, He raised His messengers who could talk to them in their language, warn them, and guide them to the right path. Where Adam told that all the people on the earth were his children, he would perhaps be greatly surprised. Why will Adam be surprised if he will told this? Yes. Adam will be greatly surprised because the children of Adam have increased in so much of number, they have spread in all over the earth. So when Adam will hear this, he will be surprised. This is all question and answers give reasons which I have done. Then there are some short notes also in your book which you can do yourself. I will just guide you. First is the Prophet of Allah. The Prophets of Allah. So you can write five or four or five lines on the Prophets of Allah. That prophets were holy men. They were sent down by Allah to guide mankind and to warn them and advise them in their own language. Then you can write the names of the prophets. Okay, the books of Allah other than the Holy Quran. So what you will write? How many books Allah has sent? You will write Allah has sent four books. He gave Zabur to Hazrat Daud alayhis salam, and then he gave Hazrat Isa Injil, then he gave Torah to Hazrat Musa alayhis salam, and beside this he also sent some suhufs, which is also known as the sheets or leaves of paper, to Hazrat Musa alayhis salam and Hazrat Ibrahim alayhis salam. Then you have to write a short note upon the Holy Quran. And the hint is given there that you can take the help of your class 5 book. I hope you must have having your class 5 book. And then there this topic is discussed very deeply. So you can take the help from there and write a paragraph on the Holy Quran. That how it was revealed, on whom it was revealed, what is the purpose of Quran, how should we adopt Quran in our whole daily life, in our whole life. Okay. So this is all the question answers which you have to do in your fair copy, and whenever the notice come you have to submit your copies. Please try to do your work very neatly and try to submit your copies on time. I got only few copies on the last when you got the notice to submit your copies. But this time I want you to submit more and more copies, complete your work and submit your copies on time. Okay, this is all for today.